To begin with, I'm going to show you two images. This is a class of the early 1900s, and this one a class from today. People send their kids to school to prepare them for the real world, which, as you all know, is changing extremely fast. But, as you could see, school hasn't changed at all.
Well, the system of education was designed during the industrial age, with the idea of mass control and mass production. But it hasn't changed since then. In fact, Seth Godin, a known writer, once said, "The sole intent of the education system was to train people to be willing to work in factories."
And every day, children go to school to be hammered into ideas proposed by schools until they regurgitate exactly what is proposed to follow their ideas and ideology without us doubting if it is correct or if we agree. And if you are good, if you manage to be a straight A student and act correctly, you notch up recognition. As if children had to grow up to work in a factory and follow everything they are told. As if we were robots designed and programmed to follow instructions exactly as we do at school.
So, is school preparing us for the future or the past? Technology is advanced now, and factories do not need humans to work for them. So why do we keep following this system?
You see, in today's world, we don't need people following instructions. We need creativity, innovation, people who can express their ideas to the world and think by themselves. But school doesn't seem to care about this.
Now, let's talk about actual learning in schools. Most of it is plastered of rote learning and complete memorization, turning schooling highly inauthentic. I am a student myself, and I can guarantee that when a skullbuster topic is not explained completely by a teacher in order to make me understand, I only go through a rough minefield trying to memorize underdeveloped ideas that will disappear from my mind a day after the exam.
Let's take a look at this graphic. It is a study made by psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus, which shows that after learning something, your brain will forget about 95% of the information in 3 days if you don't reinforce it. So basically, children will forget everything they memorize quickly. So is school even about learning, or is it just about getting good grades and following orders without complaining?
We have a system in which each child has to learn the same thing at the same time in the same way as everyone else. But each of us is unique and different with different dreams and interests in life. And we all want to learn about ourselves and discover and develop our passions. There are a lot of talented people who failed in the system. Examples like Johnny Depp, Charles Darwin, and even Albert Einstein used to fail their classes, but their talent is recognizable by everyone. We have no measure for how much talent and potential is unrecognized in our system. And as we are all different with passions, we are also different in our way of learning.
Some people behave like sluts and study all day long. Others like to take notes, others make summaries, others watch educational videos, and some simply breathe through the exams without even studying. But our system doesn't understand these differences. So someone who is slow in learning something is considered a failure, when with a little more time they could catch up with the rest.
We are inside a classroom for 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, getting useless facts inside our head all day long. After school, we cannot even get in our comfortable zone because we have tons of homework to do during our stay in our houses. And we need to stay all the afternoon swimming in school activities. We cannot gather with our friends or make activities we enjoy, like dancing, singing, acting, or even doing sports.
During final exams, we are a bundle of nerves because we know a simple grade could influence our future. And the worst thing is we are putting unnecessary information in our brains we can easily find on resources like the internet.
We are following the same system we have since the Industrial Revolution, a system which makes students go manic and puts them off from following their dreams and creativity. Instead of making students completely comprehend and come by a topic, the system flits from one subject to another quickly, and as a result, we don't have time to process the information we were previously given and find what we are taught out of our depth.
But this is not the way to evolve. Teachers have to reach the spirit of every student in every class. And yes, math is important, but no more than painting or dancing. We have to give each gift an equal chance. To focus more in collaboration instead of competition, because students are 100% of our future, so let's cope with their dreams.